So today I'm doing something I haven't done in a very long time. I am going out completely unscripted to a location I've never been before in mid Wales, scouting out somewhere new with nothing in mind. I think there's a lot to be said for doing something completely unexpectedly. I think this should be pretty fun. Now, today is not without its challenges. Today is once again a miserable grey wet day, but I've sort of got used to them and it's not held me back before, so I don't think it's going to hold me back today. The other problem is with going to a location I don't know, it could be an absolute bust. But that's all the beauty of scouting, and one of the best things about photography is that if the day goes absolutely rubbish, then it's a scout worth doing because you don't have to go back to that location again. Having said that, the only way you're going to know if it works or not is if you just carry on watching. So part of the reason I like to do scouting at this time of year is just because the trees are still so barren. This time of year in the UK makes for very muddy, wet, damp, boring conditions. There are a few things starting to come to life, a bit of blossom, a few daffodils, some lambs, but nothing photography worthy. And unless you get a nice bright sunny day with some lovely light, then it gets quite hard to find things that are good to take pictures of. And when that happens, I like to do a really good scout. So this is what has initially caught my attention. The bus shelter viewpoint in the middle of the woods. There's no roads here, literally just pass through the woods. So I've got no idea what a bus shelter viewpoint is. I guess we're about to find out. So this kind of caught my attention, just this little man-made sort of wood teepee in between these trees. Nothing special, but it's a start. Simple composition, get it between the two trees. Boom. Nice shallow depth of field to sort of separate it from the foreground and the background. Super simple, it's not going to win any awards, but it's a good start. Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, in all its glory. It's quite an interesting bus shelter, not like ones I normally see. I mean, it has got a fantastic view, and I'm sure if there was like a cloudy version and a bit of golden sunlight, it would be rather beautiful. But as has been the case for like the last 3 months, is another grey, cloudy day. I don't regret settling down in the UK at all. Somebody's left a book of poetry here. I'm not even going to pretend my child's cultured enough for that. Now, what time does this bus get here? So when it comes to taking a photo here, there is potential, but today isn't the day. There's opportunities, I think, in autumn or if we get some lovely golden light, but today is just an absolute mess. But the beauty of a scouting day is that I know this is here now, and if I take a picture with my phone and I geotag this location, I can put it in a specific folder that I've got just for potential photos I need to go back for. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Definitely not a wasted day. So something I wanted to chat a little bit about today is the lost joy of the unscripted. You see, I feel like there's been a real push recently towards very scripted, sort of thought out videos when it comes to photography on YouTube. And I think that's a reaction to lower views. Now, I've noticed this on my channel and I've seen it across almost every other photography channel. The views are properly down. Everybody is struggling. And as a reaction to that, I think a lot of people are trying to very much script their videos so that they're going down a specific route and they can attract a very wide audience. And I sort of feel like I want to rebel against that a little bit because I've tried the scripted route and it gets very boring very quickly. I've given up on trying to grow the channel now. I think I've sort of leveled off at a level that I'm going to stay at for a long time, and I've sort of grown comfortable with that idea. You know, I didn't like it at first, but I think once you accept that sort of thing, it becomes more about the joy again, and that's what I'm very happy about. Because doing unscripted videos like today, where I'm just rambling off the top of my head, and I'm probably saying a lot of things that I'm going to change my mind on within a few days' time, I feel like me comes across a lot more in that way. And that's what I want to put out there. So I apologise if you prefer scripted videos, but it's probably not what you're going to get on this channel for quite a long time. Get a little bit desperate now. Trying to make this bird box work, but it doesn't. There's got to be a good photo here somewhere. Onward. Days like today are funny because I see loads of potential everywhere. Whenever I walk through wood like this, there's always something you can see, but if the conditions aren't right, then it just ends up looking very messy. In autumn, or if there's mist, it could work. If there's good light, it could work. But it's amazing the effect conditions have on photography. Well, it's not amazing really, it's a big part of photography. Put yourself at the right place at the right time. That's something I preach all the time on this channel. Today is the right place, but at the wrong time. But if I only did photography just to be in the right place at the right time, I would have given up a long time ago.
So what I can see here is you've got obviously this path right at the middle, but you've got two bunches of trees on either side with one sort of grouping of trees in the middle. Now what I like about it is that there's an uneven number of trees on each side with a nice glow come from the top. This is one of those pictures that's got a lot of potential with the right colour leaves or the right conditions. But today, it looks a bit of a mess. Let me know what you think.
This is a subject I'd like to hear from you on because this video is sort of demonstrating the risk of having an unscripted video. Today is a day where I've gone out to just see what happens. And the risk of that is that I don't actually provide anything of value to you. Now, the whole point of this channel is that I give you something as my audience. And this sort of raw, tell it how it is video, is it good to watch? That's what I'm asking you. I would love to hear from you because this is the reality of a lot of the experience of this sort of photography where you're scouting out locations, you don't know what you're going to get. It's rather unfruitful. And if it's pointless, then I don't want to do it. I would just come out and do these for my enjoyment rather than putting it across for you. So basically, do you want more of this unscripted video? Or would you like me to maybe put a bit more effort in and almost make stuff up? I don't know. I'm just rambling here now, but your input is greatly appreciated. Now, something I absolutely love doing is storytelling, and that's much easier with a scripted video. Trying to make some sort of story out of this is going to be impossible. I might do a bit of narration over it, but to be honest, I think it's just going to be a raw vlog, which I haven't done in a long time, so that's been fun in itself. But if you want to see an example of a video that I did script and that I thoroughly enjoyed making and was very well received, then watch this video here and let me know. Would you rather me make that sort of video? I'll see you next time.